Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
11,100 beautiful souls are now subscribed to this channel.
Very
11,100.
nice.
Only a few days ago, we announced we hit 10,000 and that we were going to do this Q&A. And now look at us. 11,100.
Good job, baby. Good job.
Huh, good job, you too. You're a fan favorite, I got to tell you. By the way, look what we have. Look what we have. We asked you all for names for our kittens. And, well, one of you are the winner. I don't know what you win.
Winner.
You know what you win?
Thank you.
Us getting the names. Yeah, thank you. Exactly. So, congratulations. Here we go. I got a cheering thing here.
Unfortunately, I don't have headphones, so I can't hear
She
it.
didn't even hear
But
that.
I'm sure it was an amazing cheer.
It was an applause. So, this is Bora. And
This one's Kai.
and if you put them together,
Boracay.
Boracay.
It's so cheesy, but it's so good. So I
Right,
was like,
right?
yes.
And
Aw.
don't mind, I know you can see like a little fuzz in the background and everything. We still are waiting for more things from Lazada. It's been about a month, and we're still getting items.
I know, baby.
I don't need these headphones because we're not playing any video. So, yeah, we're good. So that's Bora. That's Kai. They love each other. They're a little
very
loud.
talkative.
They're
so
very talkative.
They won't stay with us.
But they've been playing really well together and everything. And they go out in the garden. They don't go too far from the house. It's been really, really good. So we're very happy. So we're going to do some Q&A. And she hasn't seen any of the questions yet. So this is going to be real time for her. Okay, so we've let the cats out so they don't make a lot of noise. And now we can get to the questions and answers. So our first question that we got from our subscriber, David Califor, was, well, it was a two-part question, actually. So question one, what is the ethnicity of Bianca?
I am half Filipino and half Canadian.
So her mother, as we've already talked about in lots of the videos, she is from Manila. She was born in Manila. What's that specific area?
Tondo.
Tondo, Manila. And then she immigrated with some of her other relatives to Canada and met her husband there, who was Irish Canadian. And yeah, lo and behold, this
They made
beautiful
me.
creature came out of that. So you have, half Irish, half Filipino. It's
Yeah,
a beautiful
yeah.
combination, I got to tell you.
It's funny because I even have freckles. When you can't, it's hard
so
to see,
cute.
but I have freckles, which is quite weird.
Yeah, she just gets them like
Considering.
right here and on the bridge of the
A
nose.
small spattering. Of
Oh,
them.
they are adorable. Yeah, and so I love them. So that's
Question one.
question one. Second part was you mentioned maybe only being in Boracay for a year. What will be your next adventure? So this is the plan while we're here for a year is once we have our resident cards issued to us, we can leave the island, come back, and we're hoping to get our citizenship very soon too. A lot of paperwork has to happen, but
Yeah.
this was just a launch pad so that we can go over here, head over to the airport, which is really close, and fly to all the other islands on the Philippines. From there, we'll be able to make a decision on where is it that we want to go next after our 1 year.
Yeah.
Is it going to be our forever place? We don't know. It could take some time because wherever our forever place is, well, we want to buy land and build. We want to move
Yeah,
our mother
yeah.
back. And so maybe in a year we won't be ready for that financially and maybe won't have a proper place picked out yet. So we don't really know 100% anything right now, but that's the long-term plan.
Yeah. The long term goal is to eventually have a plot of land. So we have a house. My mom has a house, and there's a farm in between, so she can retire and like take care of animals.
Yeah, her mother is a big animal fan. Not that,
I get it from her.
the apple didn't fall far from
No,
the tree.
I love animals, so
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna be helping her on that farm.
And also, David had mentioned that you almost look half Korean, and that's funny because a lot of people do make that mistake. Yeah.
It's not surprising because whenever I get my nails done, especially in Canada, the ladies would be like, she's like, "Are you Vietnamese? Are you Korean?" I'm like, "No, just got some half Filipino in me." It's really quite nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
So we have another question here from Justin Arol. If I say any of your last names not properly or anything, please forgive me. Let's see. So I heard you have an upcoming video. Yep, about questions and answer. Can I ask what made you decide to choose the Philippines as your preferred country? Well, he said to visit, but we actually came to live. Do you want to take this?
Well, partially because I'm half Filipino. I've always wanted to visit the Philippines, like ever since I was a child, but I never have. And so at first I just wanted to visit, but then when he was talking about how he also wanted to live somewhere that's like warm and nice, I was like, wait, this works for me too, because as much as I love Canada, it is very, very cold in the winter, and I absolutely do not like the snow. So
Oh, no.
our like minds kind of came together, and we were like, yeah, Philippines, let's
Exactly.
go. Let's go for
And,
it.
and we do have videos on this, so you can look back at our earliest videos in the Philippines playlist, and you can see us in the terrible snowstorms in minus 20, minus
Yeah.
30 degrees Celsius, just freezing. Like, you don't want to ever leave your house. And we kind of had it, after many decades for me and a couple decades for her of winter, you really get sick of it, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, a lot of Filipinos here would be saying, whoa, what? The
Snow?
snow? I would love snow. I would love to
kill for
play.
snow.
A lot of people don't realize that at least where we lived, it's not fun snow. It's not
No.
snowman snow and snow forts and beautiful skiing. We're talking wind chills that are terrible, sleet.
Yeah, your eyes are
Absolutely
like
frozen
your
weather.
eyelashes are freezing because it's so cold. Like
Yes.
that's the level of coldness and snow that we have.
Yeah, so it's never like in the movies. Like maybe one day you're like, oh my God, it's one of those
Yeah.
picturesque days.
Christmas is the one day you're like, thank you for snow, white
Yeah.
Christmas, and then every other day you're like, okay,
Yeah.
you know what, we've already had
April
it.
20th, big snowfall. You're like,
Yeah,
what?
you're doing too much at that point, you know?
All right. So thank you very much for the question, Justin. Really appreciate it. All right. What do we got next? We have Raul Gino Mine. Good evening, Michael and Bianca.
Good evening.
Let's see. What are the good and amazing things that you found here in the Philippines that you cannot compare or haven't seen or experienced in other countries you've already been? Whew, where do we even start with this?
Okay, well, obviously the warmth. We have been to Cambodia, so we did understand the warmth a
Yeah.
little bit. But the weather here is just so nice. Even when it rains, we haven't fully gotten into rainy season, so we don't know how bad it can get. But when it rains, it's nice to just walk through it.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have no problem walking down the beach while it's pouring rain because it's just so lovely and refreshing.
It is. And I would say the culture, the people and the culture.
Yeah.
So when we go to Cambodia, it was not even as comparable. Yes, there were some friendly people, but there were some not so friendly people. In Albania, those kind of places, generally, of course, people are friendly, but they are more likely, because they don't speak English, to just not be friendly at all. So you say hello and they just stare at you. We're here, people say hello everywhere. People are smiling everywhere. Filipinos are some of the happiest people we've ever met anywhere.
And kindness.
Anywhere in the world, yeah, of course. And another big thing is safety. So we live, in a village type area of the island. We don't live in the tourist areas and all that. And at night, there's not even street lights. There are, but they're never on. I don't know why. And there's people out, and it's very dark, right? You get the odd light here and there, but very, very dark.
Yeah.
And people are out, and we have never felt so safe. We don't worry about walking in the dark with people on both sides of the street just staring at you and smiling and saying hello. And it's one of the safest places I've ever been. Like, nothing here concerns me. I hear a lot of things. People write us and say, "Oh, you should be worried about this and worried about that and worried about this." We haven't seen any of it firsthand. I know we've only been here a month, but I have only seen very positive things when it comes to safety and security here.
Especially in our area. Like
yeah.
it's maybe we're just lucky in which area we've like decided to live in.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
it's just so nice because our neighbors are like they're
Yeah.
all friendly. They're all related as well, which helps.
We got like two or three big, large families around us.
Yeah.
And I feel like family values are very, very strong in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And they were also in Albania, don't get me wrong, but more they stuck only together in Albania, we found. And not a lot of outsiders are allowed in some cases. Where here, everybody is just like, you're now part of our family. You live in our neighborhood, you're our family. Come on in. People give us drinks everywhere.
Oh my God, the amount of times we've been offered drinks, we would be
just
on
walking.
the floor. Yeah, like we'll be like, hey, good evening. And then they'll be like, hey, do you want a drink? And we're like, we've already been drinking.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
So no, thank you.
Yeah.
But appreciated, like nonetheless.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we have to decline more often than not. Otherwise, yeah, we wouldn't be walking. We'd be dragging ourselves.
We will not make it to the house if we accepted everybody's drink.
So I would say those are some of the big ones.
Yeah, and it's so interesting because it's not like people have a lot here, right? So the fact that they're still like open arms, is that the word?
Yeah.
In which they're like, yeah, here, have a drink. Like, we'll still share with you, even though we don't have much. It's like, I find that really, really nice.
Yeah, we have a saying, I don't know if it's popular in the Philippines, but these people will literally give the shirts on their back to you if you needed it, right? And that's true generosity and friendship and really a lot of kindness here, for sure. So that's the big ones, I would say so far after being here for 1 month.
Yeah.
Okay. Walk and Eat says, are you staying for good in the Philippines?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We do want to travel like around the world more, but we do want to have our home base here.
Yes.
So we don't have to bring giant suitcases with us to places, especially if we're just traveling within the Philippines. Plane tickets are not that expensive unless you're adding luggage with that. And they are very strict with luggage weight, so it's not like you can sneak in an extra kilogram or whatever.
Yeah.
They will catch that. So we just really want a home base, and we want it to be here in the Philippines.
Yeah, and when you're flying around, you can get tickets that are really, really low cost, but it says you have to recheck your luggage. In many cases, you can't unless you have a visa and all this. But if you just have your backpack, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to go grab your luggage. You don't have to recheck in. So carry-on only. A lot easier to travel and a lot less expensive. So thank you so much for the question, Walk and Eat. We really do appreciate it. We're here to stay. This is our new home for our new forever, as we say. Okay, so our next one is from Maria. Now Maria has been really fantastic. She's the one that suggested to us that we do the Miss Universe, which was
reaction.
Yeah, the reaction.
Oh, that was so fun. That was such a good show.
It was. It's unfortunate that they claimed us, and so we're now paying the TV station. But honestly, we gained so many new viewers that it makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see more people getting interested into our channel. So I really, really love that. So they do have 2 questions Maria had given us. When are you planning to have kids? We have ours. They're tabby cats.
Yeah, they're orange cats who are loud enough and just whiny enough and good.
Yeah. So we decided that we will not be having kids.
No.
You know, that we will be doing a lot of traveling. We're going to be doing a lot of things that really wouldn't work if we had.
There's a lot of stuff that we want to experience, and I feel like having kids kind of takes it away. You know.
Right.
There are different experiences you can have with having kids, but they're not quite the experiences we're interested in.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody needs priorities in life, and those priorities will dictate which way your life goes. So, for us, we have a lot of goals. So, I can just say for now, anyway, the 2 kittens are plenty enough.
They are plenty.
Kids. Yes.
Promise you, especially Kai.
Oh,
Dude cries like it's
all
his job. It's his job.
Isn't it his job?
Apparently,
he told me.
He gets paid in food because he's just like, okay.
Cry more, get paid more.
Get paid.
Mm-hmm.
He's my alarm,
that's
okay?
Like her, just saying, you know. Joke. The number 2 question was, do you intend to do business in Bora? 2, if everything turns out well. My friends and I will be there soon, so I hope to see you guys around if you're available. Of course, we're always, like, if somebody says, listen, we're going to be here or there, and we'll make all the effort. Of course, we'd love to meet our subscribers. It's so amazing. So we have one of those pie in the sky ideas, right? that maybe one day we will open up a really cool themed, because we're not looking to compete with existing businesses. To me, I feel like you're just taking away from the community if you do that.
Yeah.
But if you can provide something that's new, that's going to draw more people to an area and like more tourism, that kind of thing, then everybody benefits. And so we were thinking of like a really cool, very themed place. We've thought of everything from the whole 1930s.
Yeah, like
swing
different
club bar
eras.
with what's that movie again?
The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, The Great Gatsby. So something themed after The Great Gatsby or something like that, and everybody has to wear costumes. Not the customers, but I mean the staff and everything.
The customers
The
did
customers
too.
can, why not? You know, maybe something cool like that. We've had a lot of ideas, and then we would do a lot of promotion and everything and marketing that would bring people to that area as opposed to just taking the business from the neighbors. So that's something we thought about before. You know,
In the future, who knows?
Well, neither
Right now,
of us can work
Right
or
now,
anything
no.
right now here. We're just
But-
got to worry about getting her citizenship, and then A18 or A19? I don't know. Something
He
like
gets
that.
a visa.
There's a visa, and that allows me to work here
things-
too. So who knows? Maybe somebody will be like wanting her to do modeling, maybe acting. Who knows? And maybe I'll do some marketing or something.
I feel
for
like I'm
somebody.
too chaotic for any of that. I
We'll
feel
see.
like
We'll see. You never know. I don't know. Put it down in the comments. Do you think she could be a model?
No, okay. You have
Put it
to
in
know
the
my
comments.
personality, though. All right, I can't pose
Well,
in
that's
front of a camera.
you can fake anything. Come on.
Fake it till you make it. That's a good motto, honestly, because that's how you get confident. You just fake it until it just suddenly is like, poof! One day you're confident. Still working on it.
All right. And I believe that was all of the questions that we got. We expected more, but I think our videos are very descriptive. And so it makes it difficult to come up with new questions.
Yeah,
We kind of explain everything as we go. And yeah, so that's where we're at right now with everything. We're still working on the house and some paperwork. So we're kind of stuck where we can't travel very far right now. But very soon we'll have all that rectified. And then we will be doing some island hopping, and we'll be checking out all kinds of really cool things. Because I know a lot of people send us suggestions, and they're like, how come you're not doing this and this and this and this? A lot of that costs a lot of money, and we, as you can see, we just sunk a ton of money just to live here and get everything ready. And number two is we're waiting for paperwork to travel to and from the island without any difficulties. And also in the process of getting her paperwork solved and everything else. So that's kind of important too.
Yeah, we've got a lot going. So before we can do more.
Yeah, definitely. But keep the ideas coming. Keep emailing me the ideas. I really, really do appreciate it. I know she does as well. It makes things easier. Even if we can't do them now, we'll now have some ideas for when we can do it.
Exactly.
And so we do really, really appreciate the impact that you guys all make on the channel by writing us and giving us suggestions. Also, I want to thank you again, 11,100 of you subscribers out there with the beautiful souls that you have. And hopefully one day we will be saying thank you to your 1.3 million subscribers and the beautiful souls. Maybe one day, you never know. But yeah, we're very, very grateful to all of you.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you so much for joining us. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking